Good Tuesday morning. Hello. How are you doing? Just had to get my cup of coffee. We get started with installing PopOS today. Should be very exciting. So let's get to it. All right, let's get to it. Let me start this up. Just gotta check my system, see how we got the VM set up. So CPU, 8 gigs of RAM. We got four threads, 8 gigs of RAM. Have to boot off the CD. And we're gonna run 20 gig drive is fine. And running PopOS 22.0.4. All right, so let's start her up and see how this looks. Hopefully it loads. Come on, PopOS, you can do it. Oh. All right, let's power this off. That's the old PopOS test. Take a look here. See our settings. So you're going IDE first. There we go. Now let's try it. This should make things work. Welcome to PopOS 22.0.4. Brrr. Fresh coffee. So how you doing today, Svam? Svam? I don't know how you pronounce it. Oh, look at that. System updates are available to install. Why would I do system updates when I'm installing the... Completely, you're gonna wipe this drive and start an install, so... Erase everything. Yep, that's the drive. Let's just do Penguin. This is the most complicated password in the world. Yeah, that's okay. We don't need to encrypt it. I don't need to encrypt. Oh, wow, it doesn't even let you pick like a... Wow, you don't even get to pick what type of file system you want. It just does it. So I don't know if it's using ext4 or butter. But it does seem like it's working okay. This is probably the easiest install that you could possibly do. Even the Ubuntu installer was harder than this. Are you using Arch as the host? Yeah, this is Arch. Yep. That's just my main system, and then this computer is like a 2700, so you know it's an old system, I guess nowadays. But for running VMs, it works pretty good. For running VMs and streaming, if you want to play games, whatever, this computer works pretty good. It's got 32 gigs of RAM and 2700, and it's got an old Vega 56 video card. So we're just doing regular VMs. I'm not doing like any kind of weird bare metal install, but it's just QEMU. Now this will probably, see, it's gonna boot from the live CD again. So I'll need to kill this and then there we go. Now if we run it, it'll work. Now it'll boot off the drive. That was what? 3 minutes to install this? It'd be interesting to see how PopOS looks. Because they did change it a little bit, so. This is the 22.0.4, so. I don't know, are they using Wayland on this? I guess we'll find out. You get a nice little black screen when it boots up. All right, Penguin. God, that was quick. So yeah, if you want to install, PopOS, I don't even know. Like, I haven't installed Windows since Windows 10, so I don't even know if that's faster than Windows 11 for an install to get up and running. What do you guys think? No dock. Dock extends to edges. Dock doesn't extend to edges. Do you want to look like Mac OS? I kind of like the Mac OS look. With that kind of floaty thing. Let's just set it. Workspace button. Yeah. Workspaces. I mean, I guess that's fine. Date and time notifications. Left. Right. Center. Yeah, you know what? I'll put them on the right. Because I'm weird. Alright. The full dock takes up too much space, in my opinion. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, I think the full dock is a little too big. Super key. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is normal. Won't be doing much with that anyways. This is kind of cool, this 4-finger swipe stuff. I'm still used to, like, the 2-finger stuff on my laptops, but I do like the gesture stuff that's added. Yeah, you can do light. God, who would want that? Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. We need some other dark mode options, right? Like, there needs to be some better ones. Yeah, we don't need location services. Time zone. We're gonna be like Eastern time or Pacific time, so that's what we'll do. This is pretty cool. And most people probably don't like that kind of stuff, but that's cool. I do like you can probably... I wonder if this would sync up with your Microsoft Business account. I use Microsoft Office 365 for my work. So it'd be kind of cool if you could just like auto sync it up. All right, so let's see. So if you're in PopOS right at the beginning, just go in. I hope you can just do display settings and change your... All right, let's see if this causes terribleness. Last time it was like really laggy when I switched this over on another machine, so we'll see. Okay. So the question is this using Wayland? With GIMP? Or with, not GIMP, but with Gnome? And what about accessibility? Oh boy, there's your high contrast. God, that's bright. Make a giant cursor if you need. So that's cool. Got a zoomer. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. A little laggy for the zoomer, huh? That's useful. Get your screen reader.
Screen reader on. Screen reader dialog. The screen reader reads displayed text as you move the phone. Screen reader off.
That's great. I wish you could do this all through, I wonder if you can do this with... So if you were to get in here... Can you use the arrows? Yeah, okay, so you could use the arrows. I don't know how you would get into this window if you were blind. So I wish we had like a some kind of like blind option, right? That would be kind of cool. So if you're setting it up and you're blind, you could actually do the install. Can you edit this dock? You got Pop Shop. Okay, let's see what they give us for default apps. Obviously, they gave you Firefox. Did they give you Chromium? Ungoogled Chrome. So that's not installed. So it pulls up the Pop Shop. And just do install. Up to 780 megs. Jeez. Lightweight. Yeah, it would be nice, even though the buttons are flat, they should kind of highlight when you mouse over them, I think. That would probably be a little bit better. Like if I mouse over something and I don't see it slightly change color or give an outline, I always wonder if there's something wrong or if I'm in the right window. Hello, Jumpy. How you doing? Pop 21 and it won't update. Did you do a full install of new version? You got 21.10? I'll tell you what, if you're gonna do the update, probably wouldn't do... I mean, I just installed this fresh. I could install 21.10 and we could try and update it if you want. We could do it right now. See what happens. If you want to see what happens when we do it. We might just have to do the same thing I did on the last installer. Hold on. Let me get a... Pull this up. Let's take a look at my notes. You might need to do... a sudo do release upgrade -d, but you might have to do a couple of updates, like update the manager core and the dist upgrade. Let me do this. Okay, those are probably the commands you want to do. Okay, you'd want to do sudo apt dist upgrade, sudo apt install upgrade manager core, sudo do release upgrade -d, and do those all in your command line. This should work. I did the 20.0.4 upgrade, and I had to do this in Ubuntu to get it to work, and Pop is based off of Ubuntu, so I have a feeling that would do the trick for you. But if you want, I could also just run it. So it's up to you. We could actually try it right now. I'm just screwing around today. But let's see what other apps we can install real quick. Do they have Steam in the Pop Shop? They don't. Look at that. Let's see. Do you need lib? That is weird that they don't have Steam in the Pop Shop. Oh, wait, it's right here. And they got Lutris. And they have a tiling terminal for Gnome called Tilix. That's cool. I'm not gonna like do much with Steam. I'm just gonna run it. So you can do the Flathab, Flatpak, or the Debian. From what I understand, you want to run it from the Flatpak generally. They misspelled the word experience. You would take too long to go through the process. Well, I'm going to be here for an hour or two, so it's not a big deal. It took 5 minutes to install this game, or install this operating system, so I don't care either way. Steam devices package. Okay. Yeah. I just want to see if it actually runs, because sometimes it doesn't install the 386 library or 486 libraries, whatever, the 16-bit. It's probably kill stuff. 340 meg download, but let's see how she runs. It's taking a minute to update, isn't it? So we're going to install Steam and then Chromium. And I would be interested to see if you can adjust the dock. And then we'll see how you change the backgrounds and stuff. I think the backgrounds are just going to be in the display settings like normal. But I am curious if it is Wayland now. I don't know. Do we even have screen fetch? Probably not. What is it? Well, I mean, you can just see, you're going to see your display. It would be... don't know what you do to install screen fetch. Is it just screen fetch? Sudo apt install. Alright, so Steam runs out of the box, so that's cool. See if they have screen fetch in the repos. Alright, let's try sudo apt install screen fetch. Can we get that? Boom. There you go. Oh, look at that. So Pop gives you GTK Gnome 41.4. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. I don't know if it's using X or if it's using Wayland. I wonder how you check if you're going to use log. Interesting. Okay. Okay, that's how you tell. Log in CTL show session 2 -p type. It tells you your session info. So that's X11. So it's still running X. Which is probably good because Wayland's kind of experimental. Do we have btop? Let's install btop, shall we? Oh, it looks so nice. Great. Okay. So that's great. Let's see some other cool stuff. Hiko no Mizo. Platform-based anime-style fighting game. Steam ROM Manager. App for managing ROMs in Steam. That's funny. You can actually install regular Chrome, which is nice, if you really need it. Let's see if they have GNU Cache. If they have GNU Cache? They do, right there. Boom. So if you need to do your books, ready to party. So that's great. Yeah, so that was easy. So let's take a look at display settings. And see our backgrounds here. Look at that. They only give you a few, huh? This one's kind of cool. See what your dock options you can do. Enable dock, extend dock the edge of the screen, always hide, always visible. Make the dock smaller. If you could increase the size of these when you moused over them, that would be cool. Set number of workspaces. Yeah, this is great. This OS is really nice and it's fast. So if we wanted to take a Chromium in there, just boom, drop it in. That's great. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to have a fast, easy Linux install, this is like pretty much About as easy as it could get, huh? Okay, that's good. That is great. What's the 4 in the pop shop? What's system telling us here? Search and apply full upgrade. Boom. Let's try it. What's it doing? Is it doing anything? Okay, it's just completely froze now. Some kind of progress bar would be good. Did it just do it? It looks like it's running something. I wonder if it's still doing the install. Yeah, we should definitely have an indicator when it's doing updates. Installed. Okay, so you do this. Update all. There we go. Okay, you click on it, then you can see when it's updating. There you go. And it gives you a little progress bar there. Okay, that's cool. Now, I don't know how the Steam's going to work when you do the updates. Weather from Ubuntu. Adding new locales. libadwaita for platform. Oh yeah, okay. So that's the So Adwaita is, I think that's fonts, and it might also be some different icons and stuff. But yeah, so far this is pretty simple. Pretty simple setup. Quite surprised at how fast it was to update. This one is taking a while, huh? What is it doing? You can't really see. It just tells you what it's doing, but it doesn't tell you. It doesn't give, like, it just gives you a progress bar. It doesn't tell you what it's actually doing. So interesting. Just kind of sits there. I wish you could, like, click on this and see, like, what is actually happening when it's updating. That doesn't give you any kind of thing other than just a little progress bar. Okay, so we updated. So there you go. So if you were to install it, first thing you need to do is just run your updates. So let's restart. Restart our old VM. And she's thinking. And the world's largest cursor. I've seen that before. I don't know what that is. It's something at the VM when it loads up. Something with the login screen. I don't know if they're using SDDM or what they're using. Okay, so looks like we're back to normal. Let's take a look at the pop shop now. Let's see what other stuff I got. Audio, be interesting. So I got Audacity, obviously. Adobe Flash Player. Wow, that's... didn't even know that was around anymore. Do they have KDN Live? Well, I don't know if that would be in here. That's probably under video editing, huh? Guitarix? Wow. Jack Mixer. We got Muse. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit. Oh, what was that multi-tracking software I used to use? Oh, there's Tux Guitar. That's beautiful. That's pretty much the most important thing you should get. Oh, Ardor. That's it. Right there. Yeah, Ardor is like a really, really good multi-tracking software. We've used it for a pretty long time. I got Slack if you want it. Let's see. Media production. Let's see if they have video. Do they have KDN Live in a flat pack? There it is. There you go. Flat pack. Boom. Great. Yeah, in my opinion, it's better to have the flat pack of this one because that way you can install other versions. I have had a lot of problems with KDN Live, like when you update, sometimes it screws up stuff. And since I run Arch, I'm always running Bleeding Edge, and I run into problems with KDN Live all the time when I'm editing. And I use it for editing. Like, I was watching DistroTube stuff, and he's doing... I don't know if he's still doing it, but the last I saw, he was using Blender to do all of his video editing. And I'm seriously considering switching over and just going straight to Blender for everything. Because I already use Blender for some 3D stuff, and I'm starting to work on logos for Penguin Propaganda. Which I'm slowly building that out. I've got like an animation of the words moving around, so the letters moving around for the words. So it'd be kind of cool to do some kind of thing like that. But if you could then incorporate it into your video really easy, because you wouldn't have to make a video and then sync that up. You could literally just put the overlay right on it, right? So that would be kind of neat. But yeah, that went quick, man. This is really good. Like if you wanted a quick, easy install for your buddies, or even for yourself, if you just want to set it up, this is really, really good. I'm pretty impressed. This might be the best release I've seen yet from them. I don't see too many issues. I don't know if I really want the pop shop like right there, but so you can just remove it from favorites. Right? I don't know. I'd probably want to change the icons at some point. Make this cooler looking. I wonder if they have themes. Yeah, it's just displays. Maybe desktop icon. What? Desktop icon settings. Okay, so I don't see any like actual themes. Is there a theme setting for Gnome now? It's literally not like KDE, huh? Like KDE, you can literally just like install themes. I really like that. I like the oh, there's something to keep in mind. Screen blank after 5 minutes. Boy, that would drive you crazy if you didn't know to turn that on and off. I don't see any like theme stuff. OS upgrade and recovery. Let's see what that does. There's current, automatic updates. There's no recovery. Do they have time shift in here? Check the pop shop. See if they have time shift. They do. It's right there. Which basically just runs rsync for you. But if you want to have that set up, that's really good. Let's see if there's a theme. Generate styles with style. Theme generator. Emerald theme manager. Oh, they got terminology. Oh, this is a great terminal emulator. This is the one I think it is. This is really fun. Yeah, if this is what I think it is, this terminal thing is really fun. So let's see if terminology is what I think it is. Oh no. It's not. What? What is this? Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. See, there's all kinds of renders. Look at all these color options. Oh, that's actually pretty neat. Look at that. So it's almost like, I don't know. I'm more of a ZSH kind of guy, but that's pretty nifty. That's kind of fun. So that's kind of a neat little tool. They still have hex chat. Yeah, but I don't see any Gnome theme setup. So if you wanted to change your look and feel of PopOS, where would you go to do it? Are there Gnome themes out there? And holy crap, Firefox, this is awful. The start screen is terrible. To have to click not now and do all that crap just to launch your Firefox is terrible. Let's see how you do a Gnome theme. Boom, boom, boom. Icons. Gnome tweaks. God, this website's terrible. Look at all those pop-ups. That's just awful. Gnome tweak. Okay, so let's see if there's Gnome tweak tool. There we go. From Gnome. Introduction to themes. Where do you go? Yeah, we know what a theme is. There's your index file, which you'd have to edit manually. This is like old versions, right? All right. So let's go to Google, type in Gnome tweak. PopOS. Gnome tweaks. Boom, boom, boom. So you just install Gnome tweaks. Okay. You just do it like this. Boom, 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 boom. This is make use of. Okay, so let's see if we can do it. All right, so it's in. Okay. Go to Gnome Look. Download your theme. All right, let's find a cool one. Sort it by rating, right? Not by latest. What's this one look like? 9.4. Okay, that's cool looking. Okay. The source. Set the theme in Gnome, run the following commands in terminal. Extract the zip. In home.themes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. All right, we're good. It's all set up. So we just download the zip. Doom, 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 doom. That's like all the different things separate. Extract the zip archive. Where do you get the full zip archive? Oh, okay, here it is. So it's, wait, this is like, oh, they have a whole bunch of different ones, huh? All right, so we'll download this. Let's see how he looks. Show in folder. Okay. Let me take the folder. Hit Control H to open up. Drop that in there. Okay. Can we just do tweak? There we go. Now, can you load no. Okay, so this just lets you do manual adjustment of everything. But it doesn't let you just load a theme. That sucks. Okay, so this actually gave you instructions. So let's look what it said. Okay, so extract the zip files of the theme's directory. To set the theme in Gnome, run the following commands. Okay. All right, did that do anything? I wonder if I have it bad. Oh, yeah, that might be the problem. So I don't think we can do Nordic. It's going to be Nordic Darker version 4. Okay, so let's go back into terminal. There it is. Okay. That's what was going on. So let's see. This did what we want. It definitely changed that. Okay, so that's changed. This doesn't look any different. Did that work? It certainly didn't open anything. It changed some of it. Yeah, let's see, just open up Steam. So that's interesting. Theme. So you got Pop and Adwada legacy applications. Oh, okay, so it is Nordic. And it's looking, okay, so that's what's up. Okay, so let's go in here and let's grab oh boy. Put that stuff in test. Or you know what? Let's just rename this. Do that. I shouldn't have named that folder. Should have done it like that. Now, let's do tweaks. And you don't have to do those commands this way. Okay, so if we're in tweaks, Nordic Darker, Shell doesn't know what it is. So icons and cursor are the same. Let's see, background. Let's just do that. We'll do the NASA ones. Fonts. Didn't give you any option for that. So it's interesting, the shell you can't change. I'm assuming that's because you only have one shell right now. If you installed ZSH or something, you could probably select it. So we set that to Nordic Darker. What happens if we set it to Pop? Okay, so it changes right away. Okay. So there's your theme. And then if you change it to Pop Dark. Okay, so the folder colors don't change. You would need to do... set it to like Nordic Darker. But it's interesting, it doesn't give you any other... So it doesn't show as actual theme. And that's not actually changing now. So that's interesting. A little buggy, huh? For Gnome, need Gnome tweaks, and then you can switch theme, cursor, icons. Yeah, well, that's what I did. So it's just this. This is tweaks. And it did switch. It's just like it didn't load when, like, I don't know. It's weird. It changed a couple of times and then it stopped working. So I'm not sure what's up with it, Vlad. It's just acting weird. It's also interesting that there are no for this Nord theme. All it had was that. You couldn't select anything else in here. So I'm just testing out to see what happens when you change all that stuff. I don't usually do much with Gnome. I usually do it in KDE, so I was just curious. But it's interesting, the background's never changed, right? I mean, you can just do that and click it, but it's interesting it didn't change when I changed the theme itself. So it's kind of weird. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with PopOS. This is pretty easy install. So, I mean, everything seems to work. Like, you know, all the stuff that I really needed to install. Available to install. So if you type in code, doesn't do it. Do you do visual? Boom, 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 boom. Where is Pop Shop? Assuming it's under development. So they have code and Visual Studio Code. So I would do regular code. So we'll see how it goes. I do not. I think the one thing I dislike about this whole visual installer that they have is the lack of feedback during the install process. It just has cancel, right? And it doesn't really tell you what's going on. Like if you were to click on that, oh, okay, well, that just gives you the image. You get this little thing here, but you can't see what's happening. Like if it's downloading, if it's installing, it'd be kind of nice to see that and know what it's doing, you know? I think it's just I think it's installed. See, like now you just can click open. So if you go to apps, is it in here? Okay. And of course I would want it down here if I was going to run it. And I can't close this. This is kind of just in the way. It's kind of weird that you can't just close that window too. But code runs. Yeah. You don't need to run. All right, there we go. Thanks for the content. Gives noobs like me the ability to use a computer. No problem, Jumpy. Did you get your machine updated? We're gonna test out. I'm just gonna see if it highlights with Python by default. Let's see. Import OS. Print OS dot. What is it? CW? No, it's is it PWD for print working directory? I can't remember. For OS, is it PWD? Save this in documents. Okay. Test PWD. Okay, so it is a print working directory. What is it? What is it for Python and OS? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's fine, whatever. Python OS dot path. Is it just OS dot list directory? Ah, okay. So it's just list dir. That's what the method was. See? Just cannot remember anymore. List dir. Hold on. Let's see. What's the path? I want to find my path. Oh, I don't want tutorials point. OS CWD. Oh, it's get CWD. What? Let's take a look. os.getCWD. You're gonna need sys. Yes. Okay, so maybe I do have to do os dot. Okay, yeah, I guess you do have to explicitly say os.getCwd. I thought when you just did an import, it would just import it. All right, so Python does work. I'm just an idiot. I was typing things wrong. Tell how long I've been doing that. And let's do sudo apt install zsh. Or do you want to do o my zsh? Oh boy, it's got to have its own deb, doesn't it? So how would you install oh my zsh? Oh my zsh. Is it just it's all one word? It doesn't have the dashes anymore? I'm still curious if it's in a deb. Let's see if you do, or if you have to do it with the old school method. Yep, you got to do it with the old school method. So you have to come in here, wget it. There we go. So then you get ZSH. And then you can do it. And it just installs. Boom. Change your default shell. There we go. Hey, look at that. Boom, ZSH installed. Look how fast that went. That's beautiful. So yeah, if you want ZSH, that's it. Then you can select a theme. And that is under what file? The .zshrc file, right? Okay. There it is. Just open. It's fine. All right. Look at all these themes. There's so many themes, they don't have them listed. So this is what? Which one is this? You can just do randoms. Change it all the time. Let's do agnoster. Run terminal now and see what happens. Oh, didn't change my default. So I probably have to go into tweaks again and change that. Is it automatic, or do I have to go in and actually change it in my... I'll have to actually change it in the bash RC, maybe? Can't remember. Oh, wait, you changed it in your terminal app. Where do you change it at? Preferences? General, shortcuts, pop. Can you change it in here? Change your profile to use ESH instead of bash. Do I just want to tell it to run ZSH manually? Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so you don't have to run ZSH automatically. Yeah, let's just do solarized. All right, now let's open up a terminal. There it is. And change preferences. And can we make this the default? Okay, how do we make this the default theme? There you go, set as default. There you go. Now we get out of that. Now you open that up, boom. That is excellent. Powerline or nerd font for that to work properly. Okay. So we need the Powerline font. So you're just gonna download all the fonts and install them for you. So let's do that. Boom, done. And we'll do the nerd font. Do they just have another installer for nerd font? Oh, there's so many files. Install scripts. So you can just download the whole thing and install it as a big pile. Okay. Where do you get it all? So we're going to install these fonts. Where do we get them? Oh, you gotta clone the repo. And then you just do the install script. There's a lot of crap in this repo, huh? Alright. Of course, I hit the wrong button. There you go. 37 megs. It's a lot of fonts. Wow, this is a big file. Holy mackerel, 600 megs already? 700 megs? What is this, gigs of fonts? This repo? That's a lot of fonts. We're already at a gig download? Alright, let's Control C that. That's stupid. What? That is crazy. What? Why is it so big? Wow. This is a big mess to get this one font. Or a nerd font. That's interesting. So this does need some kind of font for that tilde to work properly. So it doesn't tell you what it is. And you don't want to download every font in that nerd font and for that to work. I just want to install the nerd font. Best option for any individual font. So you got a billion different ones that you would have to download. Over 1,485,000 combinations. Yeah, I don't know what font that uses, so that's the only downside to it. So if we were gonna do, but it's kind of a mess. You would think that with Oh My ZSH you could just do that. Let's see. Special font. Just saw inside Powerline font or a nerd font, but they don't tell you which font to install. So we installed the Powerline fonts. Yeah. Alright, so let's look at Agnoster font. Which font does it actually use? All you need to install a Powerline patch font. Use host name. Oh, do you have to actually set the font to the Powerline? Maybe that's the problem. Text. Custom font. Powerline. There it is. Okay, so that was the problem. We had the wrong font set. So it wasn't the other, it just needed to have Powerline installed. Now it looks good. Okay. It is kind of wacky, like stretched out looking. So you could change. There you go. I can read it. Spacing on that font is weird. But there you go. Okay. Now if you can change the preferences. Actually, that's probably better. Your Gnome dark. Yeah, it's so much better. There you go. Now you got a cool looking terminal. So that's what you got to do to get that working. Boom. So there we go. Got PopOS installed. Got it tweaked out. Got Python working. Everything's running. This is great. So in about an hour, I don't know, hour and a half, screwing around, got everything the way we want it. So that's nice. All right, well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. This was what I wanted to do. Just wanted to get PopOS installed and see how the stream worked again. And I'll do another one here in a little bit, maybe the next day or two, and do another install of something. We'll figure it out. All right, well, thanks for watching. Have a good night.